You've got the look in your eyes. You're on a mission, burning ambition. You've got your eyes on the prize. You've gotta rise to the challenge. Show 'em what you got. Step up and take what's yours. You are kings now, Clash of Titans.
Feel it in, I had to feel it in. All right. Hey, everyone. This is Anthony with Tornado Tag Podcast. I don't know if you see to my left here, but Brian is rocking that beautiful Tornado Mania shirt that you can get from our store. I have the yellow one right here.
Should I put it on the chair there?
Yeah, I should have, but you know.
Yeah, the blue and the yellowy goldies.
Yeah, so you know when we go to the PPW show this weekend, me and Brian are like blue and gold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the plans. We're gonna those color shirts for when our get our image back.
Yeah.
And we'll be the before picture.
Yeah. Which supposedly soon. So
So yeah, we'll get into PPW, we'll get into all that, but check out our merch store. Link below. It's teespring.com / oh yeah, I forgot that one.
I'll put it somewhere.
/ Tornado Tech Podcast. We also have a donation tab as well. If you don't want to buy any merch but want to help us out, you can do that as well. Last episode, not too great with the views. Didn't do very well. No, it was one of our weaker ones, but it was a fun episode. We had a little bit of the bubbly. We talked Chris Jericho. We do have a special guest tonight. They're going to be joining us doing these. They picked the spotlight, so it's our first. She's a fan, but she's also a part of the podcast, so she's part of the family here.
Runs the Instagram.
Yeah, she runs. She has a fan page.
Instagrams.
Yeah, she has so many. But she's going to join us, and we're going to talk about Maria Kanellis. So we're actually going to get right into the spotlight because she does have school tomorrow, so we don't want to keep her up super late because we're savages and we'll go to like 5 in the morning.
I remember how it is.
Yeah,
it's rough.
So we'll be turning up here. So on the phone today is Superfan Alexis.
They say Superfan.
Superfan Alexis, are you there?
Yep.
Awesome.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you nervous? Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. It's just talking.
So before we get started real quick, I want to know a little bit about you. How did you get into pro wrestling?
Really when my grandparents first showed me WWE when I was sleeping over at their house.
Awesome. Who was your first match? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember your first match? So if you don't know, just turned 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She just sounds older on the phone.
That's so I want to definitely get that out there.
Yeah.
She just turned 12 years old. I was actually at her birthday party. Her parents invited me and my wife. It was a good time. She got like every Barbie doll version of the Divas of the women's division.
I have Sasha, Natty, and somebody else. I don't
one of them did not look like
some look terrible.
Yeah. Naomi didn't have a butt in her doll. Like she was not curvy in her doll. But it was they were cool looking.
Yeah, they are cool.
Yeah,
I like the ones that come with the wrestling gear and then they come with like an evening wear. Like,
really?
Some that just have the evening wear. Like I don't want those. I want the wrestling.
You want the wrestling gear? Yeah. So if you were to say right now, who's your favorite?
I don't know, to be honest.
You don't have like a favorite I tune into SmackDown because I look forward to seeing Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
he's I tune into Raw probably now to see AJ. Yeah. So
you don't have a favorite girl or guy wrestler in WWE, Alexis?
I don't know.
That's okay.
That's all right. So what made you pick Maria Kanellis? This threw us all for a curve.
Yeah.
I just was thinking because I don't really know a lot about her. I just wanted to get to know her.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's a good choice. And you couldn't have picked it at a better time.
Oh my God,
all over TV this week.
She when she was wrestling, you were like 5?
Yeah. She hasn't wrestled a long time, but you picked her, and she is now in one of the bigger storylines going on right now.
Yeah.
All right, when they did the storyline, I was like, I know it got some heat, and I'm like, this is perfect. Like, this is one of those stupid storylines that people are going to tune into just to see what's going on.
She's really good in her role too.
She
is really good.
Like, I like the storyline. People are like, that's stupid. I'm like,
I think it's stupid.
I don't think
it's very Vince Russo.
It is. It's super. Like, the same fans who are like,
it kind of
I want the Attitude Era back.
Yeah, they can't handle it.
And then they're like, this is what they get given,
Yeah.
and they're like, I hate this.
And
I'm like,
Kelly's like, I'm pregnant. It's like, boo.
yeah.
But it kind of feels like punishment. But hey, they're using them to pay for the pregnancy, so I don't pity them at all.
Yeah.
But like, and then Rusev making him maybe the dad.
I don't think he's the dad.
No, I think they're gonna keep it going. But
Yeah.
I'm like, that's punishment for Rusev. They think, oh, we'll make Rusev look terrible, and then no one will like him when he goes to AEW. No.
The thing with Rusev is, as soon as you put him in front of a camera, he knows how to work a
Yeah.
crowd. As a face, as a heel, he is very smart in the ring, and he can work.
The only
crowd.
thing that's the angle is so bad that the crowd was kind of like, ugh, and it kind of ruined Rusev's return because he came out, the crowd was dead. They're like, ugh.
The mustache looked.
They're
good.
like, we like Rusev and we like how you look, but
yeah,
not this.
So let's get into it. What did you find out about Maria?
I found out that she was an actress.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Hang on, I wrote everything down. I lost the paper.
Just go through your notes as if you would
Yeah.
how you would do it. You can you're in charge now, and we'll help you if you need it.
She did have rip-off Simple Plan music. Remember that? Here she comes again. Dun, 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 dun.
You know, right around the time she started with WWE, she was on a reality show which shared the name with an old 80s wrestler.
Really?
She was on a reality show called Outback Jack.
I didn't know that existed.
It was like one of those dating shows where they were like
Oh,
trying
boy.
to all date this Australian guy.
Yeah. And he was Outback Jack, but not that Outback Jack.
And it was Mike Kanellis.
No. I don't think he came around for a while. I think
Yeah.
until ROH. I think that's when they met.
Okay. So what do you got?
I got that she was an actress.
Mhm.
That she was a singer.
Yeah, she actually has an album out.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess it was pop music.
No
I
idea.
would assume.
It's heavy metal.
What? It was like real heavy, brutal. Christy Hemme had a metal album.
It's acid jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she was.
And that she was a
Go ahead.
model.
Yep, she was a model. She's very, very pretty girl. She was born February 25th, 1982. An American pro wrestler. She. I'm just reading off Wikipedia here, so if I do have something wrong, don't blame me. She was on the. She did some magazines. We'll say for now. We'll cover that a little later.
That was a huge thing.
It was, yeah.
I think she was with Santino at the time, well, storyline wise.
And she has a connection with our president. She was on Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. She's currently 37 years old.
She doesn't look it.
No,
No,
does
she
not.
doesn't.
Originally from Illinois. She lives now in still in Illinois, Ottawa. Let's see what she got.
She was a former a two-time, or maybe a three-time Divas champion. I don't know
Yeah,
that.
she went as ring names as Maria Kanellis, and Maria Kanellis Bennett.
Okay,
She's
and
5'7". We'll just say 120 pounds. That's what Wikipedia says.
Well,
Maybe a little-
non-pregnant.
yeah. And she was trained by Ohio Valley Wrestling and Dave Finley.
Yeah. Dave Finley was like a wizard with the women's division forever.
Yeah. And
Finley.
debuted in 2004.
Wow. I wonder, she probably just debuted right on WWE because that's when they didn't
Yeah.
have anything training-wise.
Yeah, because she was a diva search, and then she was like a personality. I think she wound up wrestling a little bit, like in OVW.
Yeah.
Because, and I remember like the big turning point for her was when she was doing the interview thing, and she called Edge the Edge, like he was in U2.
What do you say, The Edge?
Yeah.
And that the whole thing then became she's the dumb ditzy.
Oh, yeah,
person.
she was like
Yeah, you mess up one time on TV and it's
Yeah.
over for you.
Our truth will tell you that
Yeah.
in Milwaukee.
The Miz messed up a lot when he first came, when he had the goofy hat and shorts. So.
Yeah. She worked in Ring of Honor, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, which is TNA.
They said that was her best work because her promo work. I remember, who was she feuding with?
Oh, TNA?
Yeah, it was a girl. I forget. I didn't really watch it. I just seen highlights. And she was in New Japan, but she might be the first female manager in New Japan.
Her Malcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, she grew up interested in playing sports. She was really good. She was interested in volleyball, basketball, and softball. She graduated in high school 2000 and went on to study at Northern Illinois University before her wrestling career started. She also competed in a lot of beauty pageants. She
that's a shocker.
yeah, she did Ring of Honor, TNA, and then she ended up getting hired in 2004 for for WWE.
And then after WWE, she went back to Impact. That's when she was with Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
That's
she actually
probably
she had some spots in New Japan as well.
I forget who she was managing because Mike Bennett was
Kingdom.
not in New Japan.
The Kingdom.
Oh, the Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Bennett was in that.
Yeah, it
then.
was him and Matt Taven.
Yeah.
She was in the Diva Search and Beginnings in 2004, 2005. Is that the one where Maurice was started in? Or was she at the same one?
Christy Hemme, maybe?
Christy Hemme.
And the other girl that was from Playboy, the black hair girl, she
Carmella.
wrestled one match, yeah.
Carmella de
that
Caesar,
that
yeah.
Carmella.
Not the Carmella Sorrell, no.
And she wrestled Christy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one wrestle.
There was
I
like
think it was WrestleMania.
Amy Weber, who was with JBL for a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Who else was on that one? I think Maurice would have been the one after that.
The
Yeah.
one black girl, not to be...
She was in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be the next SNL guy here.
Layla was in the second one, I think. Layla L.
Layla, I love Layla.
Yeah.
Layla was.
Her first match was against Christy Hemme in a lingerie pillow fight.
Yeah, back when wrestling wasn't
Mm-hmm.
too much wrestling.
Where she lost. And then she
Was that a Taboo Tuesday?
It might have been.
who knows? I hate that. That's when I hate it. Like
It wasn't good.
I turned it off. I
It was not good.
I like it now because it's not so much about hey, you're a really attractive girl.
Yeah,
and
get out there and just roll around.
and get half
Yeah.
naked, and it's like it's legit. Like you can watch it now.
Yeah,
Like,
they're-
I enjoy the women's segments now.
It's
They're-
not based on looks, it's based on wrestling. Now, Alexis, did you ever see Maria wrestle, actually?
No.
Oh, wow.
You're not missing a whole
Yeah,
lot.
you're not missing much. The girls are better now.
She was
she's
she
a
was
great
hired. She was hired to be a face.
And
Yeah. Well, at that time, the girls weren't wrestling.
yeah, it was
Exactly.
more about her looks, but she really did kind of more than almost any of those, probably more than any of those Diva Search contestants. She really emerged as a personality, though. She was great at playing a character.
Whereas a lot of them didn't have any personality.
Right, yeah. Well, where like when she was first around, she did that ditzy airhead thing, and then and now she's the complete opposite. Like she's smart, she's ruthless.
That's because I've seen her
yeah.
the Impact work.
Yeah, in New Japan,
I
she was
forget
like
the girl. Was it Chelsea Green or Allie? I think it was Allie, and they kept you're dumb and you're stupid and you're ugly, and that was the whole thing. Maria was like the first lady of Impact or something like that.
She was dubbed the first lady of ROH as well.
Oh, yeah.
She considered herself the
That's
first
when Mike
lady.
Bennett was actual good
Yeah,
wrestler.
ROH is really when she started doing a lot of heel stuff.
Yeah.
and really did well with it.
She was involved with some stuff with Cedric Alexander, Matt Hardy, the Briscoes. So she was in some decent stuff there. My favorite video of hers where she gets up on the ring apron.
Oh yeah, Carl Anderson, AJ.
Well, Carl Anderson,
Yeah,
AJ,
New
and,
Japan.
and she's shaking her stuff, and Carl Anderson's like mesmerized, and then
Yeah.
AJ looks and goes, "Stop it!" And he had to move AJ's
Yeah.
hair out of his eyes, and then AJ sees it, and then
And they're both doing Eddie Guerrero.
yeah,
like-
they're trying to dance to. Oh, super funny.
I think that ends with like the King Club of just double
The double
kick or
super,
something.
the double super kick, yeah. It was good, man. She's the first pregnant champion in WWE.
24/7. Yeah,
She's the first women's champion.
Yeah, first women to have the 24/7 title.
I'm trying to find her other stuff here.
First woman that had the Divas title, the 24/7 title.
Yeah.
I think she was 2 or 3 times Diva champion, at least once. at
So
the very least.
she was Family Wrestling Entertainment's champion 2 times. Pro Wrestling Illustrated's top 50 female wrestlers. She was ranked 21.
Wow. That's when they were
Not very high.
Well, but it was number one that year probably wasn't much of a wrestler.
She was a TNA Knockout champion.
I did not know that.
She won, and then she's the 24/7 champion one time, and won the Slammy Award for Diva of the Year in 2009. So not a lot going on with Kanellis. I'm sure there's a lot more we can dive into with different angles and
Yeah.
stuff she was in, but for the most part, she did a lot of manager work. She's been
Well, she's better suited as a manager.
Yeah.
She's a good talker.
I think her angle now is hilarious. I'm excited.
I couldn't remember her finishing move if she even had one.
Yeah, nah, who knows?
I was gonna say it's probably a DDT or something.
Yeah, something.
I loved her with Santino.
Yeah, that
They
was
were
good.
great comic relief.
They always
Yeah.
put Santino with hot chicks.
Yeah.
It was her and Beth Phoenix,
Beth Phoenix,
and
yeah.
Kelly and some there was like 4 that he was always with hot girls.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe he was goofball, but I was like, hey,
Is there anything else that we didn't touch on that you have in your notes?
Nikki, no. She accused Nikki of blocking her return to WWE.
oh yeah,
Yeah, she did have that.
Yeah.
Messed up with the Bella twins.
She was saying like Nikki had the golden shovel.
Yeah, wasn't
John
she?
Cena stuff.
Weren't they both messing around with Dolph or something? I know Nikki was, but was Maria? I don't know.
Dolph was a savage,
yeah.
man. He just goes through.
You know
it.
who was with dating Maria at one time? CM Punk.
Yeah.
he had a lot of women, but he dated Maria one time.
Really?
At one point, yeah, years
Wow.
ago.
Yeah, around the time like Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I did not know that. See, there's a huge gap where I took away from wrestling, and it was around probably the time she entered.
You didn't miss anything.
Like my last 2 years of high school is when I stopped.
So like 2000, I would say 6 to 2012 is missable. There's
Really?
some good stuff, but like that's Shawn Michaels Undertaker. But like other than that, like a lot of it was garbage.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Shawn Michaels Undertaker build up. Just
they
the
wanted
matches.
people that looked like Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it didn't matter if they could
Tall
wrestle.
guys with tattoos.
And then, blondes with big boobs. And it's like, this is terrible.
So what are you most excited about after? So we just had Clash of Champions, and we just had our reboot kind of where we're getting some new storylines and some new things. NXT started last night. So what are you excited about?
I'm excited about that. That Becky still has her title.
So you're not getting phased out with the Becky like a lot of people seem they are.
I think she's going to be the number 1 draft pick.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Very possible.
Do you think Becky stays on? Do you think she stays on SmackDown?
Oh, they put her on. Yeah, they put her on SmackDown.
Yeah.
SmackDown's going to be loaded and Raw's going to have all the jobs.
Yeah, I think Raw is gonna.
They'll have one guy.
I think Raw's gonna be the better show soon.
I don't know.
Only because I think you're gonna
If you
get.
don't count NXT.
You're gonna get the sleepers on Raw, and I think
'cause look at them time, 'cause-
I think you're gonna get the guys who are sleepers on Raw, and they're
all
gonna,
the attention's going to be on SmackDown.
Yep,
The Buddy
and,
Murphys
and
of the
they're,
world,
they're
guys
gonna
like
go out
that,
and
yeah.
just put on
Yeah.
matches. Like Raw's gonna be, I think, low key like the fan show,
Yeah.
and the SmackDown's
Yeah,
gonna
for the-
become
yeah.
like here's your superstar
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think Fox is going to meddle a lot. They said like Vince wasn't at the Raw and SmackDown this week because him and Kevin Dunn were in meetings with Fox.
Oh, jeez.
Like Raw this week, this was the most Paul Heyman Raw because he was the ranking guy there.
yeah.
Good.
Vince wasn't there, Kevin Dunn wasn't there, Triple H wasn't there. Triple H was setting up NXT, so
Yeah.
he was running the show.
Yeah.
And then they said the main people running the show on SmackDown, like the people the two guys side by side were
Bischoff and Pritchard.
Yeah, Bischoff. And
There you go.
Pritchard.
Yeah.
Team Conrad. Was,
I'll take it.
Yeah, Team Conrad.
I'll take it all
They
day.
can't have Tony and JR because they're the enemy.
So who besides Becky, are you excited about the Bayley push right now that she's still champion?
Yeah, I'm kind of happy.
Kinda you don't like her as a bad guy?
No, not really.
You like Sasha?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
She wanted to scratch Bailey's face out of her cake on her birthday. I'm gonna out her there. I was like, "Don't! I like Bailey."
you can eat the Bailey piece.
I think I might have. I think I had the Bailey piece. Yeah, and then the women's tag team division. I don't want it all make about just because you're a girl calling in. We're going to talk all girl wrestling,
yeah,
but
she likes the girls.
yeah, you're into it.
It's some of the best stuff they have going.
Yeah.
I actually
A
thought
lot of times I fast forward through everything but the girls'
Like,
matches.
I think the
NXT
girls
last night, that women's four-way was amazing.
I heard it was good. I liked
was
Charlotte
really
and Sasha's and SmackDown until the screw job finished.
super excited for Nyla. I think Nyla's going to win the women's champion, but I think
Sorry.
when it comes down to it, they are not going to hold a candle to NXT's women's division. That is going to be hard to beat. I'm just being honest, and this is not just me being a WWE fanboy. It's not going to be a runaway for AEW when it comes to show versus show. NXT, if they keep up that pace,
It's going for 2 hours on USA eventually.
yes,
Starting with the head-to-head one,
Okay.
starting in October.
yeah,
Next
it's gonna.
week is another.
I only seen
head-to-head.
highlights. I didn't get to see the whole show. I just
Yeah,
seen the
I didn't
highlights.
see anything.
because we were here doing
Yeah.
a show. Yeah,
I didn't get a chance to watch the second half because, and a lot of people have this problem.
The
Once
network.
you tried to log into the WWE Network, it would ask you to enter your password, and even if you entered the right password, it would say it wasn't right.
Oh,
They had a
They
crash.
should have
yeah.
just waited until either say just an hour or wait until the head-to-head one.
Yeah.
Why say, well, here, watch this hour and then go here to watch? No,
But
people, that's confusing.
It is really cool that first head-to-head on October 2nd, both companies are really prominently pushing a women's title match because
Yeah,
you're gonna
I
have-
think it's going to be main event of AEW.
you're gonna have Nyla against Rio on AEW, and then on
Baszler
NXT,
versus Candice.
Yeah, Baszler and Candice
Really?
for the women's
Yeah.
title.
Maybe Candice might win it.
Yeah.
I want Io to win it.
At the very end, Candice was nose to nose with the horsewoman.
Oh, really?
The three horsewomen, yeah. So, you have a lot going on with social media. What are some of your pages that we can check out?
I gotta remember the names. I know I have a lot.
We have one for me.
You have the
This
Andy.
is Instagram.
You have Instagram. You have an Andy fan page, Andy
Oh,
Header fan
yeah.
page. You have a Dame fan page, The
have-
Wild Child, Riot City fan page, Interviews with Everyday People fan page,
You have a women's wrestling one, right?
women's
Two?
women's wrestling page, which I could
I
not
have the
tag for
Bella
some
Twins.
reason.
Oh, you have a Bella Twins one, too.
Yeah, she's a Bella Twin.
Now, have you
one.
watched the reality show? What's it called?
Total Bellas.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch it yet.
No, I never watched it. Did you watch the Divas show? The Total Divas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heidi was getting into Total Divas. She was watching the older episodes and trying to catch up. It was entertaining, but she's like, "Oh, this is what really happens backstage." I was like, "No, this is all fake too." They don't.
Who's this Summer Rae girl?
Yeah. Yeah, she got into it more because she likes the
drama.
the Uso and the
Yeah.
Naomi
Oh, God.
and yeah. But
The Usos' ghetto-ness makes me not like them as wrestlers.
really,
Yeah.
You
I hate
don't
it
like
so
that
much.
angle.
No.
What about Street
The
Profits?
one because they're not the Usos seem more ghetto.
Yeah,
They do. There one point when he's
and they're
like,
swinging on cops, so that's not even a gimmick.
yeah, he said to Naomi, I know it's storyline. I'm like, why you ain't wearing your ring? I'm like, get off. I'm done. I'm done with you forever. I don't even want to watch you wrestle.
Ronda's going to be on Total Divas this year.
Yeah.
I think it's going
And
to be
Sonya
I think it's. Oh yeah, I'm really excited. I think there's a lot more to her. I think
and
I was
someone
hoping
else.
I was hoping Mandy and Sonya would have won the belts. I really did.
yeah, I think Alexa and Nikki are gonna keep him for a while.
I heard a rumor that the reason why Alexis has the women's champion, the tag champions, is because
Give
they're
them
eventually
everything.
going to give it to Banks. Mm-hmm. They're going to give the belt to Banks, and Banks
Yeah, she doesn't
doesn't
like
like she doesn't like working with Alexa.
So one will be on Raw, one will be on SmackDown.
They put them in a tag match together, and I couldn't tell if they were working stiff or they were just good at selling.
I
But
wonder why they don't like each other because it's not like they both date the same guy.
I just think Banks thinks that she thinks she's the greatest.
Maybe.
And when
People like-
Alexa was getting a push.
I think a lot of it might be overblown too. People were talking about this kick when Alexa was on the apron, and Banks takes a swing at her, and then she throws a kick, and the kick. I mean, it looked kind of.
Oh, yeah, that one, yeah, I
but
see, yeah.
I think she was just being a heel. I thought.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
See, I think Alexa's the type of person that'll go out there and she can actually upset somebody because she'll stay in character.
Yeah, but hey, she gives you a stiff one.
How
Give her a
about
stiff one right back.
Sarah Logan when she busted over Dana Brooks' face? You ever
I didn't see that because what was the main event or something?
Yeah, she busted open Dana Brooks' face horribly, and of
I'm sure
course
she didn't mean
Sarah
it.
Logan is from everything we heard, like everything I've ever heard. Sarah Logan is a sweetheart.
Yeah. What was her name? Crazy
Crazy
Mary.
Mary Dawson.
Yeah, and she split her wide open. The referee went and go checked it, and she just looked and just stayed heel.
Really?
Like, and then she went backstage
Yeah,
and
you
she's
don't
like, "I'm
break.
so sorry." Like,
That's what you should do.
actually, when we met TJP at PPW, we were talking about that exact story, and TJP was like, "No, man, Sarah Logan's a sweetheart. She's so nice."
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was one. Like Sarah Logan and Dana Brooke are two people that are getting a lot of push backstage. Like, yo, you should put them in programs.
And they're like, nah.
yeah, I know we'll talk a little bit
Which I
about
don't
here
get.
in
Like,
a
if-
minute, but
If you don't want to use someone, fire them.
yeah.
You know?
They just don't want them going.
Yeah,
anywhere.
why pay someone? They're
Here's the
paying
thing
people money to not go somewhere else.
Here's the thing that pisses me off, and if you have to go at any point, you can let us know. Cause I know you have school and stuff in the morning, but I'll keep you on for the Raw and SmackDown talk.
All right.
So people complain and say, I don't like that they're not using people. I don't like the fact that we're getting the same 6 people over and over and
Yeah.
over again.
Uh-huh.
And then they put them people in the program, and you're like, boo, I hate it.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want?
What do you
know?
want?
Yeah.
Like, yes, maybe, and I know me and Tyler kind of, not butted head, but we had disagreements on it. I'm like, listen, maybe the Kanellis thing is stupid, but it's way too early for me to say if it's bad or not yet. Because that might be entertaining to me.
Like, I get if it's not your cup of tea, but I think when wrestling's at its best, it's when it's that there's something for everybody. Maybe you don't like that, but here's a great Cedric Alexander match. You don't have to like every
yes.
part of the show.
So, like the King of the Ring, everybody was upset the King of the Ring went the way it went. But
I'm not. Oh, I love that.
tell you-
match.
but it turned out to be a
I
great
tried
King
to watch
of the
the
Ring.
match. I kept zoning out.
Yeah.
Anytime Baron Corbin's on TV, I zone right
He's
out.
so good, though. He's good in the ring.
I think 5 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah. Chad Gable's really good, but I was like, I zone.
From what they're saying, is Chad might be getting a push now.
Really?
Because
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think he earned himself some
Yeah.
like it might be a little low.
But everyone said that was the best match Baron Corbin ever
Sure,
had.
yeah.
But man, I tried. I zone. There's certain wrestlers I zone out.
Yeah, I get
can't.
it.
Or
I get
then I fast forward.
Yeah.
Miz, fast forward. Dolph, fast forward.
Miz is
because
tough to
their
watch
characters
now.
are so beaten. And,
Yeah.
And like the Usos and everyone fast forward. There's a bunch of
Yeah.
people like that.
So like even when Canales went out and wrestled Ricochet, it was a pointless match.
Yeah.
But they put good work on.
They did, but I
Yeah.
mean that the crowd was kind of like, we don't like the story, so
Yeah.
they weren't into it.
So I went into after I watched Raw.
Plus, Ricochet never said he didn't sleep with Maria.
Yeah, it's true.
he just said he wasn't the father.
Yeah, that's why he said he just wasn't the father. He didn't say he didn't sleep with her.
So such a weird topic with a 12-year-old on the phone.
Yeah. Hey, she watched it too.
Yeah, she watched it too. So getting into that, but the I really enjoyed Raw. I thought Raw, when it came match to match to match to match, I thought match quality was really, really good. Regardless if you didn't like the payoff, I don't think the payoff ruined the quality of the show. The last couple months, Raw has been horrible. The only thing I could say that I was not a fan of, it still started with a promo. I'm over that.
Yeah,
I'm over
it was too long.
I thought they did a very good job of setting up new storylines after a pay-per-view, and it maybe not. Some of them weren't brand new, but some they added to it, like the Kevin Owens Shane thing.
Yeah, I don't
on SmackDown, but
I think that's
Braun coming out and squashing the entire tag
I did
division
not
again.
like that.
I'm not a fan of
You're
that.
gonna beat both tag? Well, then just give Braun.
So
the
you
tag
just
belts.
got beat clean by Seth Rollins. But now we're gonna meant to believe that the same guy who could flip over a semi truck and flip over an ambulance gets beat clean by Seth Rollins, but then can beat up 4 guys by himself.
Him and Seth couldn't beat them together.
Exactly.
Which is like what?
Yeah.
What? It's like just get rid of it. If you hate the tag belts, Vince, get rid of them.
It's what it seems like.
That's my thing that he should do. If you don't like someone, get rid of them.
Now the triple tag. I know Tyler. I know Tyler wasn't a fan of the beatdown. The 6-man tag. Tyler wasn't a fan of the beatdown after.
Yeah.
Phenomenal match. It was one of the first times I've seen a match on Raw where I was like, this felt like an NXT match.
AJ and the Good Brothers versus...
AJ and the Good Brothers versus Cedric and the War Raiders.
That was right, yeah. That's probably a good match. I didn't see that.
It was an NXT style match.
Yeah.
It felt very
Everyone,
NXT.
that's good.
They went out and they let loose.
Yeah,
it was
there's no
so
shitty,
much fun.
WWE guys in there.
I thought the Lacey Dana Brooke match was good.
That was edited out of Hulu. So
it was a quick match, but I still thought it hit the point.
What was the women's match? Oh, the tag match. It was Nikki and...
Charlotte and
good.
Banks
On
was
SmackDown?
horrible.
I liked it until the stupid ending.
They botched so much. They couldn't do simple roll-ups with each other. Like
I thought the tag on Raw was decent though.
Yeah, I like the
tag
match.
on Raw was good, but the one on SmackDown, which just the one-on-one, was awful to me.
I kind of like that.
I thought Dana Brooke and Lacey Evans put a better match on than Sasha Banks and Charlotte. They look sloppy in there for two people who worked a program with each other for almost 3 years.
Yeah, which was
and that was the quality of the
time.
match we got. It was unacceptable to me. I thought SmackDown was a good show, but I thought match quality was better on Raw. And the ending of Raw, it was cool to see Kane come back in his hometown, and then the
After
Demon.
Glenn Jacobs showed up all through the arch.
Yeah, I kind of like that stuff. That was all right.
It was fun.
I think that's the best use of this 24/7, like backstage.
And then the Fiend.
Yeah.
Fiend took him out.
Yeah, it was cool. And then it goes over and just stares at Jesus there in the corner.
Yeah.
That picture when he's holding him from the pay-per-view, and it's like this. It's like it looks like I can see some religious propaganda. It's like this is the devil beating Jesus. Don't let this happen.
Yeah.
Now the one thing that's interesting is the assumption is they're still going to do champion versus champion things at Survivor Series. Where
I hope not. That's like they just kind of have the draft, and then you're already putting the guys back together. You know?
But the thing with that is, let's say that Bray Wyatt beats Seth Rollins,
and
let's say Lesnar beats Kofi.
Are they going to make the?
How do you do Lesnar against the Fiend?
Yeah, or you just don't do it.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah, I can't see that happening already.
It'll be another year where Lesnar's opponent gets changed like the week before to
I say
a little guy that can work.
Brock
like
wins
Finn
that.
Balor beats the Fiend or something.
Brock wins 100%, right?
Yeah. That's.
Who do you think wins, Alexis? Kofi or Brock?
I think that Kofi.
Oh, wow. And maybe they want to make him a superstar.
Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. But Fox wants him with that belt on.
I think so.
Especially when Ronda comes back. When she comes back after
she's gonna win the women's title.
She tore her finger off.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, Alexis, anything you want to add to the show before we let you go here?
No.
No, nothing at all.
Are you gonna watch the other wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, on Wednesday night?
I don't get to watch that.
Oh, well, if you have TNT,
yeah,
you might be able to tell your dad. There's that other wrestling on. You like some of them guys, probably like Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
You like some of the girls.
What's her name is on there?
Britt Baker?
Really good. Britt Baker's pretty good. Yeah.
Doctor.
Yeah, she's a dentist.
Yeah, she's a dentist. Luchasaurus and
actually Jungle Boy. She probably like them.
Boy,
yeah.
Are you excited? Now you're not coming to PPW this weekend, right?
Right.
But you'll be at the next Outbreak show.
Yes.
That's it in Reading. It's a Sunday.
Yeah. What about Ace Austin and Castro in a match?
I can't wait.
That's gonna be awesome. Welcome back, Ace Austin. He's doing big things. He's making a lot of buzz on the internet, and doing really well in
Impact.
So, well, we'll let you go. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you for having me.
No
We're-
problem. She sounds like she's like 25.
I
doesn't she?
know. I hope we did. We did a lot of the stuff for you because we didn't want to make you uncomfortable or nervous or anything. But you did a really good job. That was a good pick. That was something that we would have never.
Yeah.
That was
thought
a great
of.
pick.
Well, she could
Yeah,
do
great
another
pick,
one
yeah.
sometime. Maybe
Yeah,
she'll-
when we go back through the rounds
be a
again,
little better.
throw in the comments. Give us some ideas.
All right.
You do an amazing job with the page, and we really appreciate
Yeah.
you do great work.
Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, you do amazing. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya.
All right. We just finished our.
And now we can talk about all the dirt.
the dirty. Yeah, so Maria did porn. No, she Playboy.
I had it years ago. I don't have it anymore. I wish I want to collect all the
When
the
she
wrestling
when she
girls
did that
in it.
spot where she got up on the apron in that New Japan thing.
Oh yeah, and her ass.
She had some cake on that
Yeah.
day. Yeah. So we'll get into Clash of Champions while we're here. I have 3 papers in front of me because Dave and Tyler couldn't make it tonight.
Oh, boy.
This was a tight one. This was a very close thing.
A lot of matches did not come out how I
A lot of people got some goose eggs. But last place ended with a 93, first place with a 109. So this is probably the closest pay-per-view we've had so far. And realistically, we're terrible at this because the final points is 232 points possible.
And what was the highest?
And the highest is 109.
Oh, geez.
So eventually we'll get there, maybe. But yeah, we'll get right into it. Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns. Everyone down the board picked Roman to win.
And we should have known better because the heel usually wins the first match in a feud.
Yeah. Not a terrible match.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, we didn't.
I didn't watch.
I don't think
This
either
one,
of us watched it.
I didn't want to watch.
Not terrible. It had a really cool surprise. Luke Harper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Luke Harper. I'm glad you're back. That's fun.
They're both wearing their metal shirts.
Yeah. So it was 9 weapons used. Superman punches 2.
I've had 5.
Daniel Bryan interference, no. Match enters the crowd, yes.
They
So
kind of just took Dan O'Brien away from this. You know
Yeah.
it?
They brought him back a little
Yeah,
on
on SmackDown.
It seems like they're building to a tag.
Yeah. To make a good guy already.
Daniel Bryan can do anything.
Yeah.
You could put him in any side, any angle, and he'll shine. Grulak versus Humberto versus Lindsay.
I've never seen Umberto Carrillo, and I hate that name for some reason. I just hate it. Like Olivia, I hate that name. I don't know any Olivias, but I hate it.
Humberto Carrillo versus Chikara.
Yeah, versus Shikara, yeah. Versus maybe Soldier Ant.
Drew won. He pinned Lindsay.
We all had Drew.
12 aerial moves and 10-minute match time.
No, I did good on that one. I got 10 points on that one.
Yeah,
11.
I think the highest was maybe Dave. Yeah, Dave had 13.
Oh, wow.
When it came to the Eric Rowan, Tyler had 11 there. I had 9.
I had 3.
I had 8.
Yeah,
3.
so Tyler was he got the most there.
I hit the Superman punches exactly.
Yes.
on that one.
Yeah, a lot of exacts were hit this one. Then we had AJ Styles versus Cedric.
I tanked here.
I initially had AJ and I changed it to Cedric, but I got it right with the pins and attacked after the match. I said no, so I did very bad.
How
there.
about this one? Didn't even make the main show. It was on the pre-show. And
Yeah.
it was only 5 minutes. Like, ugh. Like, one of the matches I was looking for the most, I'm like, I'm not even going to go back and watch that.
The Miz versus Nakamura?
I heard this was okay.
Okay was the best way to put it.
You
Nakamura
know, the
won.
one podcast, you know how Dan and Bryan, the it kicks?
Yeah.
When Miz does them? Shit kicks, they call it. I was
Shit
like,
kicks.
that's pretty good.
Why don't they just if you keep Daniel Bryan a heel and just put him on a program with the Miz? That's what we want anyway.
Yeah.
If we all want it, just give it to us.
Miz is a much better bad guy.
Yeah. Nakamura wins. Sami Zayn promo before match. Yes. Near fall 7. Zayn interference. Yes.
11 points, did good on that one.
This is not where people start doing bad. Bliss versus Cross.
Oh, I did great on
Bliss
this one.
Cross.
Yeah, I
my
did great
girl.
on this one too.
Yeah, I think the best one was maybe you.
I had 14.
Yeah, I had 13.
Yeah, Tyler also had 14 here.
Wow.
I took Rose DeVille. I had Mandy pinning Nikki.
I think they'll bet you win the
And
title.
aerial moves, I picked 1, so that's the only points I got because you get plus or minus 1
Yeah.
there. Revival New Day, I did very well on this.
I tanked
Alexa
here.
was Harley Quinn for that, by the way.
Yes, she dressed up as Harley Quinn. Looked really good too. Tyler, a lot of people got goose eggs on this one and the next one. I picked Revival to win. I had Dash beating Xavier, but it was not Dash.
Biggie.
It was I forget the other guy's name. Scott Dawson.
Yeah.
Dawson. Yeah. Francesca Notes played 8.
Oh wow.
There was 0.
I got that one exact.
Yeah, so
I took-
I got 5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got there. Was
I
was all about
didn't hear much
Francesca.
about that. I heard the show was like kind of pretty good, and I think it's till right here, and then it's kind of circled downhill. But I think these matches are out of order.
Not that it's
Yeah.
gospel, but the Observer came out today. I think the highest match was like 3 3/4.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Becky and Sasha.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
Kofi Orton wasn't horrible.
I heard it was a little long,
It was long.
winded, and
It was
it's like
long, yeah.
we're ready for a new world champion.
And we're getting one soon, probably.
Strowman and Rollins versus Ziggler and Rude. This was my best match of the
I got
card.
0 points in that.
I got 8.
I got 14 here.
Whoa.
So I had Rude beating Seth, and Strowman and Rollins fight each other. I hit yes, and that was actually a no. Actually, no, wait.
It wasn't. They didn't hit each other.
No, they
did
didn't. So no, yeah.
I said yes.
So that was a no. And then Bailey beat Flair by pin.
I would like to watch that one. I heard that was
Four
pretty
four near falls. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong paper. 3 near falls and match over 15 minutes. No. Kofi beats Randy. 9 near falls. 21-minute match. Times yelled stupid. 1. Banks versus.
I got 0, by the way, on Orton Kofi.
good.
Really?
I got 8 for that one.
Yeah. Banks versus
0 for
Lynch.
this one though.
DQ finishers 4. Ropes breaks 1.
Oh boy, I
Then-
want to go back and
All I
watch
got
that
again
one.
was the rope breaks exact. That's all only points I got on that.
Yeah, and then Rollins versus Strowman. Rollins wins clean as a whistle. 4 pin, 4 finishers, 11 minute match time, and then after the match, he was attacked by the Fiend.
Yeah.
I think Braun is now something like 0-9 or 0-8 in pay-per-view title
Wow,
matches.
that's something. You think
bad.
like Vince would look at him and put the belt on him?
He's huge.
7-8. I don't know. I didn't get to see much of the pay per view, so but the way I heard it, it seems
Put the damn belt on him.
it's just it was just an okay pay per view.
And the last thing we can go over here quick is unscheduled appearances. We had R-Truth did not count. R-Truth did not have any title changes either. But Mella, Ryder, Hawkins, Slater, Montez Ford, Dawkins, Booker T, Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt. And the 2 tables that were destroyed were the English and other, which would have been the German.
Okay, because sometimes they put the German, sometimes the Spanish ones there.
Yeah, so the
once in a while it's
Spanish
French
Spanish survived.
and Raven Rougeau, former World Tag Team Champions. There.
Oui.
so
by the way, the rumor now with Booker is he may be doing the Fox studio show. They're going to be doing like almost like a WWE Sports Center.
Oh, okay,
And
kind
that-
of like Talking Smack.
Yeah.
I love Talking Smack.
And the rumor is Renee Young's going to be
Really?
the
Good.
host of it, and she might be off of commentary. They might go with like 2-person booths.
I'm okay with
And
that.
there's
I
a-
like Renee. A lot of people shit on her, but
I actually started liking her and Corey's chemistry.
I hate it when they're really bickering.
Well, here's the thing: they got to the point where they bicker, but you could catch them laughing at each other.
That happened on Raw. Renee complimented somebody's abs or something, and Corey just goes, "I'm gonna send a text."
Like they literally have fun with it, man. And
What if Raw was just Renee and Corey?
I would love it.
Yeah, I think Michael Cole.
The rumor, and
I
this
say
is-
give him a break. Let him.
The
do
rumor,
backstage
and this
stuff.
is complete rumor, is Cole and Graves on SmackDown.
Okay.
And then Raw, and this is completely rumor, might be Vic Joseph.
Oh, he ain't bad.
And I like Vic Joseph. And that new guy.
The black guy with the dreads.
Yeah, on 205
I
Live,
forget his
yeah.
name. It's something with the V or something.
Brio or something like that?
Yeah, he ain't bad. And then Morrow, of course, has NXT. Morrow
Yeah.
and Nigel.
Yeah.
Get rid of that other guy.
That would suck for Tom Phillips, though. If
Yeah.
he's the odd man out there.
Tom Phillips, who's really tall and has to spread his legs when he interviews people backstage. Hey, Tom Phillips is like 6'4".
He's got to
Really?
stand in
Yeah.
a pit like Vince used to do with
Yeah.
Andre.
I'm trying to find our page here to see if there's any news that we didn't really talk
Did
about.
you see the AEW tag team brackets released?
Yeah.
The tag team tournament, which it starts, I guess, the
People are
first
already
show.
trying to spoil it by looking at people's schedules.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So here's a quick thing that Brian put out. USA Network debuted at 1.18 million viewers.
NXT on
NXT last night and finished 4th for the night on cable 18 to 49 demographic with a 0.43 rating, which is not terrible. For,
Well, I think if you keep going, it tells you what Raw and SmackDown had.
yeah, and then for comparison, SmackDown had they did a 2.06 million and they ended with a 0.63, and Raw had a 2.29 million and ended with a 0.72.
And NXT actually did a lot better than the Suits came on after it, and that's one of the reasons that.
Yeah, they're doing the 1 hour thing.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, because this is Suits' final season. This was the next to last episode of it. And that's one of USA's big scripted shows, and NXT beat it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So they're like, oof.
I think NXT's in that spot where people are just like, I don't know if I should watch it because I like main roster stuff, but I think once that main roster people start looking at
Once
it
they
more,
watch it and say, "Well, this wrestling's good." Did you even see the
Yeah.
advertisement? I was like, well, "That's kind of a shot at Vince." It says "No BS" in NXT. I was
Yeah.
like, "That's
Well, they
true."
even kind of took a little shot at the very beginning on commentary where Morrow or somebody said, or maybe it was even Triple H, said this is the wrestling alternative. Like,
Oh, good. And wrestling can't say that.
yeah.
but no, NXT is probably my favorite. Like New Japan, the ring work is better, but NXT is like that old school
Man,
territorial
they
wrestling.
don't fuck around, man.
Yeah.
They just go for it. Here's two things happened over the pay per view, and then something at Monday Night Raw. If you're a wrestling fan, please just don't be an idiot. Just stop.
No, that guy that was trying to touch Sasha's
Yeah.
ass.
So like,
You know what his whole argument would be? Well, I was trying to pat her on the back.
yeah,
You know, that- you
don't
know.
touch them.
Yeah, like I know they're walking down that you touch them there. Where
I-
they're doing this. That's
Yeah.
that's obviously
One
okay,
time
but-
I got a nice handful of the ECW TV title as Too Cold Scorpio. I was walking by.
Yeah, just keep your hands to yourself, especially if they're female talents. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
And then another guy, I guess, filmed a police officer in the men's room.
This man was very drunk.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah, he
hear
was
about
very
that.
drunk at Raw, and he was filming for Snapchat in the bathroom. And people noticed, this guy's got his camera out in the men's room filming people peeing.
That's
And one of the
weird.
guys was a cop, and yeah, he got arrested.
I filmed in the bathroom at the Backstreet
You were
Boys
the only person
concert,
there.
but I was the only one in there.
Another thing that happened law-wise is in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
A kid, like an 18-year-old kid, pled guilty to vandalizing the statue of the Crusher.
Oh, why would you do that?
That's
He
fucked
said he
up.
was trying to just show off, and he was very
Too bad the
apologetic.
Crusher
and offered
wasn't
to pay
still
for it.
around.
Yeah.
He would kill that bum.
Yeah,
So it's
1,000 megatons.
put his cigar out right in his forehead.
AEW's Wednesday night program is officially going to be called Dynamite.
Just Dynamite.
And that
I like that flyer.
That
That's a nice
graphic is
flyer.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful graphic. If you haven't seen it yet, go check that out. I was just talking
I'm
tonight.
excited, man.
Go
What-
check us out on Instagram at Interviews with Everyday People or IWEP Family. It's a little bit of everything on there. Moxley's pretty much saying he will 100% plans to be at the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, there's 2 days of Wrestle Kingdom.
Yep.
So that's awesome. I think they're going to keep using them as long as they can.
Yeah.
Because New Japan wants certain AEW guys. The relationship will happen.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
matter of time.
So
Well, they're even saying how like New Japan's US shows are up against Ring of Honor shows.
Yeah, and
there's
there's-
nobody involved in Final Battle.
They almost totally pulled out of the Ring of Honor relationship.
Yeah. So here's the brackets that we're talking about. We got Young Bucks and Private Party.
Yeah.
We got Lucha Bros versus Jurassic Express. You got Best Friends versus SCU, and then the Dark Order got a bye.
And I know the being elite this week, it was SCU seeing which combination, but there they have Daniels and Kazarian. But I don't know if that's official yet.
I know
Yeah.
it's usually Scorpio and Kazarian.
Yeah.
So-
you can't go wrong with those.
Bucks
guys.
and Private Party. Who are you going with?
I don't. You would think do they do?
I'm going
do
with
the
the
Bucks
Bucks.
win and then
Bucks
Lucha
win.
Brothers win and then they wrestle each other again?
So I'm going Bucks, and then I go Jurassic Express,
That's what
am I.
I think that's what you do
As
there
am I.
because it doesn't hurt Phoenix and Pentagon.
and then I think Jurassic Express.
somehow because they're one over in the Bucks.
I think they go very hard, but lose to the Bucks in the final.
like almost but not quite.
Yep. And then I think you go SCU over Best Friends. I would go SCU over Dark Order.
Yeah.
And then I would put SCU over the Bucks.
As a
I think they would make great first
Yeah.
tag champs.
Yep. And I think SCU would be a good alternative to the if they keep their belts, the Undisputed Era.
okay, yeah.
Because you would have like a
And they're gonna do the Freebird
stable,
rule then.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
stable. So yeah, that's the bracket.
It should be pretty good. That starts the first show.
I'm
it doesn't
kind of
end the
hoping
first
now
show.
that it looks like he might be coming back soon. And I know he's such a great heel, but I want to see Roddy and not Roddy, O'Reilly and Fish against DIY in NXT.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to see that.
That'd be good.
We're getting a draft again.
Yeah, that's the first SmackDown. The first
Second SmackDown.
Oh, second
The
SmackDown.
11th,
Because the first one's
13th.
Brock and Kofi.
Yeah. So, according to PW Insider at the time, this is just what was reported. I don't know. I don't have the exact story, but this is some news on Big Cass. He was acting erratic and aggressive throughout the evening, leading to a series of events that had him physically removed from an arena. Cass was a surprise guest battle royal for a Wrestling Pro event he worked over the night. The event was a send-off for pro owner Pat Buck, who had his last match and was recently hired by WWE to work backstage as a producer. The word is Cass approached Joey Janela in a very aggressive manner and was reportedly due to the incident between Joey Janela and Enzo at a Blink-182 concert over the summer. At one point, Cass slapped Janela, what the reports say, and the two shared a locker room the night before
Yeah, I did
and had
some-
no problems at all. Cass later ended up in a room with Pat Buck, and we're going over their match, and Cass accusing everyone of stealing his belongings.
SCU were actually in the locker room.
Yeah.
Yes, SCU in there, and threatening a manner. At one point he spit in Pat Buck's face,
Yeah, he did punch
and then
him.
was punched and taken down. Cass acted confused and wondered why he was hit, and didn't seem to know what was going on. The police escorted him out of the building. The show went on as planned, and there was no arrest made.
Yeah, there's reports he was, and then David
no
Dixon
arrests were
said
made.
There wasn't arrested.
Cass has some issues, man. He's got some probably some manic depressive issues. There's probably a lot more to it. I don't want to accuse and say maybe he fell off the wagon a little bit with his sobriety. I don't know, but he wrote a message through Enzo's social media page.
Yeah.
And said, I've been very honest with my past struggles, and it's been an ongoing battle. On Saturday night, I obviously let my demons get the better of me, and I ruined an important night for a really great guy. And unfortunately, a series of events I have worked incredibly hard to get where I am. Even harder to overcome my ongoing battle with depression. I will work absolutely my hardest to right the wrongs on Saturday night. I apologize to Kevin Matthews, Pat Buck, Joey Janela, and the entire Wrestling Pro locker room, and all parties involved from the bottom of my heart. I'm getting this from my family and friends I'm getting help from my family and friends as we speak, and I will be getting professional help in the very near future. I ask you all to please respect my privacy in the meantime. When and if I reemerge as a public figure, it will be in good faith that I hope inspire others who struggle with the same mental issues as I do, and also try to seek help if needed. If Tyson Fury can do it, remember, so can I. Remember, I ain't dead yet, and neither are you. Peace and love, William Patrick Morrissey III, which is Big Cass. So,
it sounds sincere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's you can't help but feel bad, like it. And I'm glad that a lot of people are going that route instead of like just trying to pile on the guy. Yeah. Because it's hard. Like it's
When
hard
he-
when you
when
have
he
that
came-
Now, if he posted something cocky, then you'd be like, fuck
Yeah.
it.
when he came clean with his DDP thing, it's like, I'm not saying I have a good judge of character, but I feel like I tried to have one,
Yeah.
and it just came off super genuine. And I think a lot of the, like we talked about it before, I think a lot of the Enzo and Cass thing, I don't think they're bad people. I think Cass has some issues. I think Enzo is always trying to stay in a character. I think he's very into the kayfabe thing, so he always tries to perceive himself to be an asshole when he's in front of a public eye. But I don't genuinely think that's who he is as a person. I could be wrong.
Even if they are assholes, you still want to root for them to do better. Like
Exactly.
it doesn't matter.
So hopefully this inspires both of them to do good things. I'm still super excited to meet Enzo this Saturday.
Yeah, I'm wondering, does Enzo show up now?
He's 100%. They
I
said
mean, they're saying, but
they said he's showing up and he's
I
still
don't
doing
know.
a meet and greet.
Yeah, which is cool. He
Yeah.
might just do that and then take off an intermission.
Yeah.
Which that's okay.
Yeah, I personally, if I pre-ordered that meet and greet and they said, "Well, here's half your money back,"
Yeah.
I'd say keep it and send it to Cass.
Yeah.
And I'm just being genuine. Like, I still might go up and be like, "Yo, is there a way that I can
Yeah.
leave my?" Because I the guy needs it, man. Like, he, you know what I mean? Like, this is how he makes his living right now, and he can't do it because he has some mental issues going on, and I think he needs support of wrestling fans. At the end of the day, they're a character, and they might have done some stuff, or I know we got some heat because of his political affiliations for a while
Oh,
there.
right. Yeah, that was so dumb.
But at the end of the day, man, we're all humans and we all struggle, and it is okay. The more important thing in this whole thing is it is okay at sometimes to fuck up, and it's okay to sit there and say, you know what, yeah, I did fuck up, and I'm sorry for my fuck up, but I have a legit issue, and I'm being honest about it, because a lot of people aren't comfortable doing that, and I think that shows a lot of. It shows a lot of class for Big Cass.
Big class.
Yeah, big class.
Well, he can't use Big Cass, so maybe that'll be his thing when he comes to it.
Yeah.
He can do a Dean Douglas gimmick.
Yeah.
God.
And so some cool
God.
stuff at Outbreak. I don't have the full card in
I
front
don't
of
think
me.
there is a full card yet.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the people in the know, I don't think there's a full card yet.
Yeah, so
It's me versus Trajan Horn, Cortez Castro versus Ace Austin for the main event for the Outbreak title, and then Ian Bush versus Yams versus what's the big guy?
oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, that was announced for the Intimidator title. There's only like 5 matches announced so far, I believe.
Yeah. And
Maybe
then-
6. I think there was another one. Yeah, with Chris Slade.
so come on out to PPW this weekend and hang out with us, and we'll see. You'll see me. I'm sure Dave will be there on point. I think. Me and Brian will be riding up together. We're going up a little early to hang out with the Wicked Turtle Network guys, really good friends of the podcast. I always forget to plug them, so I'm glad I'm doing it now.
There
But
you go, Wicked Turtle. Okay,
Yeah.
I got the matches here. Like I said, Oh yeah, and Mark Adam Haggerty's making his last appearance for Outbreaks, which maybe we got signs or something. That's what it seems like. So I'm talking to him to see what's going on. Jason Andrews versus Felipe Jr. No idea on both
Which
of
one's
them.
Mark Haggerty?
Oh, that's that match. Okay, now we'll go. Remember him?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Oh, I
He's a
hope
good guy.
it-
He's
I hope to God he gets signed. He's good.
I'm thinking he got signed somewhere. I mean, now's the time.
Yeah.
And then
He's a great look.
It's the Yams versus Mason Martin.
Mason Martin,
Yeah.
that's it, yep.
And then Tyson Creed versus Chris Slade. I'm not familiar with Tyson Creed at all.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't
who
know.
that is
You've
either.
ever
Chris
seen him?
Slade's really
Slade,
good.
Yeah, Chris Slade is very good. I'm sure that'll be a good match. And I believe that's it.
I think Chris Slade can get signed. He'd be a good AEW
Yeah.
signee.
And then, speaking of, it's not local, but local guy, I believe Bulla is this weekend.
Yeah. Is it?
With,
yes, yeah, Tony Devon's in
Tony
it.
Devon,
Poor guy wrestling Pentagon Jr. his first match, so I don't think it's going to work out too
And
well for him. But
he's
in some tag matches
Yeah, the
and
tag
stuff,
with
yeah.
Janela. Yeah.
I
should
mean,
be
that's a great opportunity.
I should be getting my shirt soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I ordered a shirt. I ordered a shirt and a pin.
Cool.
But yeah, so hanging out with the Wicked Turtle guys. I think we're gonna do a food review. So on their channel they do a food
Oh, yeah,
review.
they do like fast food reviews. and
So I
stuff.
think we might do a fast food review
Okay.
and then go out somewhere and hang out and eat. I think we're doing a KFC.
Oh, that chicken, the cheesy chicken sandwich or something like that?
I guess so. So I hope.
Okay.
you're-
Yeah,
I guess,
I did post that. I'd like to eat that.
yeah, maybe you can hang out with us if you want to
Yeah.
come up early. We could do a full. We almost had the full
Oh,
turnout
yeah,
tag.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'll hang out with those guys, and then they're going to be hanging out with us the very next day on Banging Beers.
Cool.
Yeah. So really, really cool dudes. I like them
They
a
can
lot.
do a little review of the show. I mean, no, it's the beer show, but
Yeah, we're actually going to do on the way home from the show. Me and Brian are going to do a little bit of a improv
Review.
full
Okay,
review.
yeah.
No video, audio
Obviously,
only,
yes,
and
yes.
that audio will be uploaded to Anchor.
Oh,
So
there you go.
It'll be like a carpool karaoke type
It'll-
thing,
Yeah.
but no singing.
yeah, we might sing. We
We
might
did
sing.
Post Wrestling did that the one time from WrestleMania. I don't know, it was Raw or something. They did the review in the car right home.
Yeah, that's
so
what
they had
pop-
like a 2-hour drive home.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a quick, maybe like 45-minute review and just put it up on or whatever it takes to get
Yeah.
home, and then talk a little bit of wrestling and talk about the
Cool.
show. So it's gonna be. I'm planning on having a good time.
How was a good show?
I think it's exciting. My ticket's already there. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Rhino,
Madison Rain,
Madison Rain,
Austin Aries,
Frank Mir,
Enzo, and I believe Rhino.
yeah, Rhino and Enzo. Yeah.
Wait, they're wrestling or? Because Enzo's not wrestling, right?
No. I'm just saying that's the
That's
names
gonna
of
be
the
there,
show.
right.
Madison Rain wrestles, so is she gonna wrestle Christina?
Maybe Rhino will Rhino will go spear somebody. I think.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Rhino wrestles. Yeah, he'll wrestle somebody. I don't know
Yeah.
who. I don't think there's an official match for Rhino yet.
Yeah.
I know it's Austin Aries versus Vander James for the title, and for the PPW title, I should say.
And I think who is it? Someone's teaming with the Fox guy.
Oh yeah, it's him and Punk Rock's All Stars versus main
Ron-
event in Trajan.
Something like that.
Something or main event. I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Rhino's in that match.
Yeah, Rhino's in
Yeah.
the match. Yeah, he's in the triple tag.
I think it's Rhino in main event versus Fox and
Yeah.
I could be wrong though.
I'm trying to pull up a card.
Yeah, I'm going to PPT. Their website has it all, but sometimes their website doesn't load good. But
Yeah.
PPWwrestling.com for anybody
Yes.
that's...
yeah, and the guy that runs that is I don't know if you ever see the tall, skinny guy who wears a suit and interviews people.
Yeah.
He runs all that. He's really good.
Yeah.
With the
They have a
internet.
good staff. Paul Bowe's a good dude. Another quick thing while that's loading, did you guys see the Gangrel Cassidy, Orange
Yes.
Cassidy?
Yeah, I have the one that posted that.
Really,
I thought that
really
was really
funny.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
How about that Gangrel doing that? That's pretty cool.
Just kind of run through these. Let's see.
This is the match with PPW this weekend
Uh,
at the Holy Family Academy.
yeah.
Here's our buddy. We actually met him at the show. Jose. Jose's in he's in a. I'm probably gonna
He's
die
like one
match.
of the students. Yeah.
Yeah, he's wrestling a big dude.
Who's he? Him
Him and the
You have Drew Adams versus Isaac Roll versus Antonio Rivera triple threat. I just closed the page, so it might take a second.
yeah.
There should be cookies coming in. Who were you wrestling, Andy?
Sorry.
I just had it here.
El Frantamo. It translates to
While
the
it- while
tropical
it's-
storm or something like that.
I think I have it here.
Yeah, while
His
it's
first
loading,
appearance?
also
El
Ron-
Fenomeno Tormenta.
yeah, Ronda
Samantha.
Rousey is being eyed up for the She-Hulk.
I seen that. The only thing that I question is, does she have the acting chops to be the main star?
Yeah,
don't
I would have
know.
gave it to Gina Carano. That's
I
just
don't
me.
know.
Rhino and Fox Vineyard versus Johnny Moran and Adam Chandler.
Okay.
Here we go. Pras versus SPF versus main event versus Sambo.
Yeah, because apparently what's the two big guys' name?
Yeah,
It's a tag team ladder match.
I don't think they're coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
they were
was not
cool.
happening.
Yeah.
Evander James versus Austin Aries
Sent to
heavyweight
Slaughter.
title.
So I'm
Sent
like,
to Slaughter.
yeah.
Actually, the one guy from Sent to Slaughter sent me a friend request. Today.
Really, the smaller the guy.
No, the bigger
Oh,
one.
damn, Math one looks like super intimidating.
Yeah.
I said that to him. I said, you're the most intimidating guy on Star Wars. Like, oh, please. I'm like,
Yeah.
come
Casey
on, man.
Navarro versus Charles Mason.
The tag team match is
That's gonna
gonna be
be a good one.
awesome because main event I think can be
They're very good.
huge. I think they're a super entertaining tag
Mm-hmm.
team, and then the guys from the other guys who do podcasts, the Sandwell Show.
We're wrestling them at, I think, tentatively at Backbreakers.
Nice.
Coming up. Yeah, there's a tag team tournament. I think that's going to be one of the first round matches.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it a Saturday night?
Yes. It's in the Eagle. It's slightly above Scranton. It's a nice building.
Do you know what day it is?
Saturday.
Saturday
I
what?
don't know. It's the end of October 28th.
That might work.
I think somewhere around there. Oh, it gets closer.
Yeah.
They're gonna announce it.
I gotta go to a
First,
Backbreaker
it's
show.
it's us. So it's Bloom Gold versus Stepdads versus Diamond City or not Diamond City. Yeah, Diamond City War Machine. Diamond City. What are the Diamond City Kings?
Yeah.
I think it's Diamond City War Machine. Should be good 3-way, and that's I think it's just a match. I don't think that has to do with the tag team tournament, but it's 8 teams going to be in the tag team tournament.
Cool. Adina Steele wrestling PPW.
Yeah, and she'll be there too. That's where Backbreakers is her home where
Yeah.
she was trained.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope she gets to wrestle Masters and Reign. That'd be awesome for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Her last couple of matches, she kind of got squashed, so hopefully she
Yeah,
gets a
yeah.
little bit of a push.
And she's wrestling a lot of guys, which is that actually helps her get better. Like true wrestling coming up, there's a 6-way, and she's in a 6-way with 5 guys.
Good.
So yeah,
So we want to set up the topic for next week a little sooner because it's Andy's taking a different direction with our topic.
yeah.
I will actually not be here next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
what Brian's gonna know. He's gonna know about it. So I wanted to pick a show instead of a
Okay.
wrestler.
Yeah.
I want to pick one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time.
All right.
ECW Heatwave '98.
Oh, the one with Sabu and Van Damme against.
Yeah, Jinsei Shinzaki
yeah.
and Hayabusa.
so that's going to be our topic.
And then isn't that the first time that Taz and RVD go through, or the Taz and Bam Bigelow go through the ring, or do they go
No,
through
that
the
was
stage?
that's the
ramp.
stage.
Yeah,
That's
through
the
the
ramp. The other one was like Living Dangerous.
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
the main event's Al Snow versus
Yeah.
Shane Douglas. But the whole card is awesome.
So we'll do a little bit of the build
I'll
up.
bring it up.
Yeah.
bring it up.
While you're bringing up the build up, you have a game for us tonight.
I do.
It's a one-on-one this
A
game.
one-on-one, a singles
Well,
match.
maybe we'll just keep going to see, just to go.
So the name of this game is What's the Stipulation? Which is an old thing. If you look up Larry Nelson, What's the Stipulation? Larry Nelson was this interviewer for AWA.
Okay.
And he was insane with how over the top he was.
Yeah.
And just there was this one match where he just goes, "What's the stipulation?" to I think it was to like Derek Dukes or somebody. It was going to wrestle Colonel De Beers.
Oh, God.
And if Colonel De Beers beat them, it was a black guy. He would paint them white because Colonel De Beers did a
Jesus
racist gimmick.
Christ.
Yeah. Well, this was, the late 80s. So.
Yeah, this
Wow.
It was even a little rougher back in the late 80s.
Yeah,
But still.
still. Yeah, Colonel De Beers really pushed the envelope. So basically, I have 10 different matches here. Some of them are actual gimmick matches that really happened. Some of them I made up.
Okay.
And you have to
Okay.
guess if it's a real gimmick match or something I made up. And this was hard to do because I thought I invented some that were just made up, and then I looked it up and then somebody had actually done it before.
Wow, that's
Which
crazy.
made it hard.
Well, I mean, especially
So-
back in Mid-South.
So we'll do this like a penalty shootout. I'll pick, you pick, and if it's a score or a miss, and then whoever has the most at the end wins.
Well,
Okay.
you can both guess, and we'll see who has, like...
okay.
we do that.
However you want to run it. I
Yeah.
like the games.
All right.
The first match is a bread-eating death match. No pins, no submissions, no rules except one. The person who eats the most bread, which is conveniently hanging from strings above the ring, in the time limit is the winner.
Maybe in GCW or a Joey Janela show.
Is the bread-eating death match real or not real?
I'm going to say no, but who'd be really good at that? Satoshi Kojima, because he is the they call him the bread club. He's always eating bread.
I'm going to say...
I'm going to say fake for that one.
I'm going to go for my first point or loss and go, it's real.
Point to Tony,
Wow.
it is real.
Where was it at? Was it
That
Joey
was in
Janela?
Union Pro, which was an offshoot of DDT in Japan.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Tsuyoshi Kikuchi versus Ken Oka. So I think it's only fair that this time you get to guess first, so
Yes.
Andy can kind of go.
Yes.
The second match is a football challenge, and the way a football challenge works is both wrestlers are in football gear. They're wearing shoulder pads and a football
Oh
helmet,
my god.
and the objective is to knock your opponent over the top rope, presumably with a football
Like a
tackle of
Royal
some
Rumble.
kind. So Tony, you are first here.
I feel like this would have been a great match for Bam Bam Bigelow and Lawrence Taylor.
Oh god. I want to go back and watch that. 'Cause I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
But I'm going to say it is a fake match.
I'm gonna go fake too. But who'll be good? What's the name for Jakarta? Mark Touchdown.
Mr. Touchdown,
Mr.
Mark
Touchdown.
Angelo
Mr.
Steady,
Touchdown.
You're both incorrect. That is a real match.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And you said Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor was at ringside for this match. It was Lex Luger against Curtis Hughes in 1991 at the Meadowlands when Lawrence Taylor was playing for the Giants. It's actually the same show where Flair beat Sting for the
Really?
NWA
It's a Clash
title.
of Champions.
No, house show.
Oh, wow.
And it was this really built-up house show. They did a world title change on it, and almost nobody came because it was a huge
Oh, that
snowstorm.
sucks.
Oh man.
But that was a real match. It was
Wow.
Lex Luger with Lawrence
Was that
Taylor
one that
as
you made
Flair.
up and then it actually being real?
No, I knew about that.
I bet that was the shits. Ugh.
Next match is a merry-go-round match. This match took place on a running merry-go-round with all of the horses but one removed. And there are two ways to win. Either by count-out, making the opponent go off of the merry-go-round for a count of 10, or by sitting on the horse and going one full revolution
You know
around.
what? I think I'm gonna say. Was it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm gonna say it real because I kind of remember something DDT happening like that.
I
know
wanna-
the apartment brawl and the train match.
I want it to be real, so I'm going to say yes.
It is fake!
Wow, how
I
about
made
that?
it up!
That would have been an amazing
It
match.
sounds like a DDT match.
We should book that match.
You can do it at
My friend
Grenoble.
used to burn all the DDT shows for me before, and they're so wild.
They have a streaming thing now. It's like DDT
Really?
Universe.
Oh, yeah,
I
but
think it's like 900 yen.
Wow.
It's like a little bit cheaper than New Japan.
but like they did have serious matches that were very
Did
good.
you see their thing in New York before WrestleMania?
No,
It's really good.
Really?
I ordered it on Fight. Yeah. The next match.
we're doing terrible at this.
Well, yeah, Tony
I'm winning 1-0.
Tony has a 1-0 lead right now. The next match is a bungee match. Both wrestlers are raised 190 feet in the air
Oh my
on a
God.
tiny platform
Fake.
attached to a crane, and they have bungee cords attached to them. The winner is the first to throw their opponent
Oh my
off the
God.
platform, forcing them into a bungee jump.
Fuck it. It's real.
I hope it's fake.
You saying fake?
Yeah.
2-0, Tony.
Wow.
It's real.
Oh God.
This happened in the Global Wrestling Federation.
Oh my
So
God.
scary.
Global Wrestling.
Would you do that
used to
match?
be on ESPN. And yeah, that is a real match. It was
Wow.
Chaz Taylor against Stephen Dane.
There's a video on the internet. It's a GIF, and it's in Japan, and it's like super foggy and cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, they put a cable on his back, and he runs across the pillars like Crash Bandicoot,
Okay, yeah.
and gets to the other side. And as he's jumping over the glass gap,
Mm-hmm.
and his feet touch, and he's safe. All of a sudden, the cable that was holding him, that if he would have fell, he
Yeah.
would have been okay, just casually slips off him.
Oh God.
That it wasn't even attached properly.
I think
Oh.
one of the spots in this bungee match is the guy that won, Chaz, who's the baby face, and the heel, Stephen Dane, took the bungee cord off of him.
Oh my God.
But I think he put it back on before, just in case.
That's terrifying.
That's like something. Why are you even doing that?
Dude, I'm getting shivers
Like
just
Jim,
thinking
like Jim
about it.
Cornette
This was
says.
when,
That's what are you doing that for?
This
Yeah.
was like when bungee jumping was a big craze.
Oh,
and-
remember that?
Yeah.
I'd never do that ever.
All right.
So the next match is a powder puff match. Two competitors face off wearing full black bodysuits. The ring and the outside of the ring are coated with a layer of baby powder.
Oh my God.
The winner is the person whose bodysuit is less powder covered, so more black at the end of the 10-minute time limit. Andy, you're up.
That gotta be fake.
Fake.
Yeah.
That one is fake. I made that one up.
I can't
So
imagine
it is
that.
3-1 Tony right now. The next match.
I hope the one comes up. I'm not gonna say it because I hope it comes up.
The next match is the sleep deprivation match. A match where both wrestlers are made to stay awake for 36 hours
my God.
beforehand. In addition to traditional methods of victory, a win can be achieved if your opponent dozes off. Tony, it's you.
Real.
I'm gonna say fake for that one.
It is fake. Andy
it's
closes
fake.
the gap, 3-2.
3-2. That would have been a great way to put
Yeah.
this. You ever see what's his name? He does the
Oh,
sleep
yeah.
where he rocks in the bed sleep.
The next match is the silence match. This is self-explanatory. It's a match where the wrestlers must be silent. In addition to the regular ways to win, a wrestler can score a victory if their opponent makes noise 3 times. Andy, you're first.
That seems something. That almost seems Chikarish. I'm gonna say real for that one.
I would also
because that seems reasonable and no one can get hurt.
Like you give him a
Yeah.
chop and you're like,
But you ever see the slow mo spot that
Yeah.
they do when I first seen it was the North Star Express versus Olsen twins. Yeah, and not those Olsen twins. And they would do that, and and like the two guys like tagged out. Their guys come in, and they were just like. It was awesome.
Well, I was doing this research. I forgot about this one thing they did very early where it was a match with 2 guys where one of them went for a pin. It was like 1, 2, and the guy kicked out. And Bryce Remsburg was a referee, and he argued with me. That was three. And Bryce was like, okay, and he calls for them.
That's awesome. And then the best is the slow mo spot when they start chanting, "This is awesome."
So I'm gonna go with Andy and say fake.
No, I said real.
Oh, real.
So what do you say?
Wait, what was it?
The silence match.
Yeah, I say this one's real as well. Yes.
This is real.
Yeah.
It was not Chikara, it was DDT.
Okay.
It was Nosawa against Muscle Sakai.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, was Michael Nakazawa?
Is
on that
DDT the promotion that put on the Invisible Man match?
No, that was Joey Janela, that was GCW.
one? Well, there was the blow up doll and all that.
Yeah,
Yoshihiki.
DDT is the one that has the Iron Man Heavy Metalweight title, which it came after the old Hardcore title, but before the 24/7 title. And yeah, like blow up dolls have won the title, a ladder,
A chair,
a chair, a plate of sushi.
Yeah, Joey
it's
Ryan.
2 to 4 right now.
2 to 4, yeah. So the next one is a shark cage match. A small shark cage, like the one that would hang managers over. Is placed in the middle of the ring, and the two wrestlers have to fight in this tiny shark cage, like the size of a phone booth, until one escapes.
Oh God,
Tony, I believe you're going for
that'd be terrible to watch.
Fake.
Yeah, I say fake. That's that. There's no room.
It is real.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It was Bulldog Don Kent versus Chief J Strongbow.
Jesus Christ.
It was an
Rock'em sock'em punching each other.
It was just it was 5 minutes of bad brawling and then like a sleeper hold.
Oh God.
The sleeper.
Oh my God.
So the next match is the All That Remains match, used to settle a family feud in a feud between brothers. This latter match had the cremated remains of the two wrestlers' father hanging over the ladder instead of the title belt.
That
or
would have been a
briefcase.
perfect Broken Matt Hardy versus Brother Nero match.
But is it real? Andy, you're
Is it
first.
my? Well, as far as I know, because I can't think of two guys whose dad is dead, I'm gonna say fake for that one.
I'm gonna say it is real.
But it is real. It can seem believable.
Point to Andy. It is fake.
Oh.
So we have one left, and Tony's up by one. Andy, you're playing for a tie here.
I hope it's the one I'm thinking.
I don't think I have the one you're thinking.
Ah, I love that one. I watched that one.
This is an orchestra match. A regular wrestling match, but a full orchestra is at ringside and playing along to the moves. Tony, you get the first pick here.
I'd like to see that.
Real.
It sounds like Kaiju Big Battle. I'm gonna go real.
It is real.
Wow.
It is real. So Tony wins by one.
Good game.
It was Jeff Jarrett against Dutchman's Hell. It was for it was for a special, like a TV special, and they say, hey, let's have an orchestra in wrestling.
Oh God.
What did you think of?
I wanted the tuxedo, steel cage, coal miner's glove,
Loser
blood
leaves
match.
town.
Yes, from Mid South.
DiBiase and Tim Duggan?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. It just sounds so ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
no, that can't be real. It is real. You can watch it on the network.
I love that.
So anyway, so ECW Heatwave 98. Here's the full card. Starting the show off, it's Jerry Lynn versus Justin Credible. Justin Credible comes out with Chastity, Jason, and Nicole Bass. Then next match is Chris Candido with Sonny, formerly, or Tammy Lynn Sitch, formerly Sonny, versus Lance Storm.
Does Lance Storm have Tammy Lynn bitch with him?
He does not. I don't think she came yet. And then there's a singles match, which is awesome because it's Masato Tanaka versus Mike Awesome.
Heatwave 93, right?
Heatwave
98.
98. Then we got the tag title match we talked about, RVD and Sabu versus Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki, which is another awesome match. Then for the FTW heavyweight title, which stands for Fuck the World, Taz versus Bam Bam Bigelow. And then finally, a 6-man tag team street fight, Spike Dudley, the Sandman, and Tommy Dreamer versus the Dudley Boys of Big Dick Dudley, Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, with Judge Jeff Jones, Joe Gertner, and Sign Guy Dudley. Wow. And you can just guess who comes out in that match if you know ECW.
The amazing thing with
And it's only about 2 hours, this pay-per-view, maybe slightly over.
the amazing thing with Sign Guy Dudley is how he became like a major arena manager.
Yeah. He was just a fan that would come and bring signs, and then he got in to help him set up the ring and everything. But in this pay-per-view, every match is good.
Yeah, the Heat Wave is that's.
And not to ruin anything, but the first 3 matches all have a finisher off the top rope. And the second match, or the first match, you'll lose your mind when you see the finisher. But what?
Really?
What?
So here's a cool thing I just found on the
Someone
internet.
could die.
Last time Brock Lesnar wrestled weekly
I seen
on
that.
TV, Velveteen Dream was 9 years old. Nicholas wasn't born yet. Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit were alive. Punk and Joe were wrestling in ROH. Seth was in high school, and there was no iPhones. There was no Twitter or iPhones.
It was probably like
No.
2004.
It's when Joe had that big title reign,
Yeah.
like 2 year and change.
They had their hour-long match.
So we flew through that
Really?
today. Yeah. We're only an hour in.
Wow. There's more like wrestling news out there.
Yeah, well,
So Impact Access, I don't know, we talked about that. So like that's what they're saying Friday night. So you got Raw, and then you got Tuesday night. There's nothing.
Yeah,
But then Wednesday NXT, AEW. Thursday is what am I?
why? Here's my thing. Why move SmackDown to Friday again?
Oh no, Impact's Thursday.
Okay, that would
So
make
say
more
SmackDown
sense.
Friday,
SmackDown
yeah.
Friday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Why
would be
move
the
SmackDown to Fridays?
Fox
Maybe
wanted
Fox,
that.
but maybe
That's
they don't
Fox.
have nothing on Friday.
But what else is on Tuesday?
Fox might have a big show on Tuesday.
Yeah, there might be something like AEW couldn't be on Tuesday because TNT has basketball games. So maybe Fox has something.
Fox has always had a problem with having a show be successful on that Friday night spot, and there have been so many shows that have gone there that die.
Yeah.
I know. Me and my buddy Jack that I do Murder My Dude with. We were big fans of this show way back when called Freaky Links.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
It was supposed to be like a younger, like almost like X-Files.
Okay.
And it lasted one season. And
A lot of Fox shows did
Yeah.
not. Some not even of one season.
Dark Angel went to that time
good.
slot and got canceled.
A lot of-
Like they cannot draw anything for the life of them on that Friday spot. So they're like WWE's audience is pretty steady.
Yeah, 2 solid hours,
We
all
can
the
plug
prime
them in.
time. Then you put the news on.
No reruns.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a smart move for him. But check this out though. So every day with Tuesday, it's possible it will happen that there'll be an AEW pay-per-view on Saturday and then a WWE pay-per-view on Sunday. So that means there's wrestling every single day except Tuesday. This is back in it hasn't been this since '99,
Wow.
'98.
Well, we know WWE's not gonna do it because Triple H doesn't like to work Tuesdays.
Yeah, yeah, remember that? Yeah.
But no.